Hi everybody, it's David here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just having a quick review of Autodesk Workshop XR. I was really excited when Autodesk announced that they were doing this. It's kind of rare for the big software vendors to be doing this. Anybody can apply for trial access. I got that a couple of weeks ago, and this is the first chance I've had to look at it. So you start off in this workshop mode. It's connected to Autodesk Creative Construction Cloud, so ACC, where you can put your files, which is all fine. And yeah, you start in this workshop mode. Performance is a bit crappy, especially when I'm recording videos. So you can see this is a sample model they've got. So I can move around using smooth motion, or I can move around into these predefined spots. So I'm just going to zoom this model in again because it's performing really badly. Once you've zoomed in, it's pretty good. I wasn't really clear how you use this collaboration table. So this is the idea here is everybody's in workshop mode. Let's just zoom in a bit more. So there's less geometry on the screen. And as you can see here, you've got the circular slice into the model. You can just grab it and move it around. And yeah, that's fine for me actually. That's it. Okay, so you can see here, here's a reception. And that looks like a good place to start a tour. So you can call up properties. So we click on maybe a light or something. It's obviously tricky when it's in scale mode. You get them popping up on your left hand. As you can see, it's not performing great recording video. It's okay when I'm not recording video, but there's obviously some double draw calls going on there. Right, so I think that's fine. The idea is you go into a workshop and you, in this nice branded environment, you have your discussion with people about what you're going to do. There's not much functionality at this stage. I don't particularly like the menus that kind of take a bit of time to turn with you, but it's okay. I guess they're trying to make it easier for VR noobs. Yeah, so you can basically create issues here. So let's just do that. And we'll create an issue. Sorry, I went to mixed reality mode on this. So let's even just zoom in here. Let's just do it on that sign. We should be able to find that later. This is, again, ACC. So I'm assuming, oh, you can't rename that, but you can change its, okay, we can't change its title. Can change some of this stuff here. Okay, there's a thumbnail come in. I would expect to be able to change the name of it, but it's just a list of issues. We can put a description in here, so blah 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 blah. That's fine. So you can do all of this from within the headset, which is fine, or you can go and do this on the ACC cloud, which I think is all fine. Right, so then I can teleport, so I can fly up and down here, even inside this room. Just a limited amount, it seems. I can't go right up to the top, even though there is a second floor. I'm going to see if I can just go over here. It's quite a nice environment. It's low poly textures, but it's, you know, it's trendy. Pretty low quality exterior there. Just so happens, oh, there is a huge light shade there. Let's try and get in the model because it's too laggy. So I'm going to go down here to where I had the issue, and we're going to forward on the right stick. So there we go into full scale, which is what virtual reality is very good at. So you can see here we are in the reception. I can move around with smooth motion, only in the direction that you look, which is good. That's usually the least motion sick. So they've disabled strafing. So I can't go left and right on my joystick. That doesn't do anything. Oh, we've got the console here, so that brings up that menu. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Let's just go through into these rooms here. Or you can teleport, which is fine. That's even better for people that have got motion sickness, so that's fine as well. And yeah, it's working pretty nice here. That's all good. I'd like to do a back-to-back with Resolve on this, just to see how this model works. You do have this ability to go up in increments like that, so we can effectively go up the stairs. Let's teleport onto ground level again. So the navigation is okay. They have thought about comfort. Just looking at these nice little details here. They have thought about comfort, and yeah, I mean, it's not really nice to go up and down with jerky movements, but I think these are the best things for beginners. So they've kind of created it for their audience, not the VR pros, and I think that's a good thing that Autodesk have done here. So there is some functionality in here. So you can see there's properties again. So again, it pops up here. I get the properties here from Revit, the BIM properties. I can create an issue again. So let's just go add something on the light, get a little thumbnail, uploads to the cloud. So I think this is all good. Connecting it to the cloud is really important. This is where you want to do your data management and your management of your project. So I think that's all fine. We've got measurement capability here. I wasn't super impressed by this because you don't have any event points. It's a very rough measurement. It's in US units, as you can see there. So I didn't really have any options to control what kind of, normally engineers like to have XYZ dimensions, so you, or at least some options here, but this, I guess the idea is that this is a very rough measurement that we're doing here. It's about 5 foot 11 inches. Okay, so they stay there, they're persistent. Yeah, most important thing is it is multiplayer. So there's mute and there's people here. Because I'm by myself, I'm not able to really assess if I've got some administrative tools there. Like usually you want some tools to say, bring everybody to me or move everybody to a waypoint. The other thing I've noticed here is that, okay, I've got access to files. I couldn't bring anything in as a reference, like I'd like to bring a PDF in. We do have here the product breakdown structure, or the tree structure. But what I don't have is the ability to go to like hotspots. So I couldn't find any way, to go to, okay, I can move that around, that's fine. Can't find any way to go to any hotspots. So I guess you're kind of going out to the workshop mode, zooming out, finding a room. Typically be just very useful, especially larger buildings where this kind of tool is more useful for, to be able to just go and say, take me to the bathroom on the 4th floor. So that's not possible. As you can see, it really struggles. Because I'm recording, it's struggling, especially. But, BIM models are not large amounts of geometry for a VR headset these days. If you do loading, and you can see it's doing a lot of loading in and out as I move my head around. So I think that just needs to be optimized. Let's go into this toilet here. I always like to move myself into the position. This is a big one. This must be the disabled one. And we come back out here. Yeah, so I think it's amazing that Autodesk are doing this in the first place. It's great that they've created a team to do this. They've got a product that is part of their construction suite. I think that's the way to do it. I'm just happy that they've done that at all. But it seems like it's got some room for improvement. The benchmark for me is Resolve. Resolve seems to be a very nice tool today. But yeah, I mean, it's got a little bit of flair. I kind of like the idea of coming into the workshop, having the doll's house view like this. You're losing, some performance from this stuff. It's all low res, relatively low poly scenery here, but this basically just gives you a nice feeling, right? But yeah, the performance for me is the one that seems to be the big problem. So when you move out to that size, as you can see, it really struggles to render it. And it is doing culling, it is doing some sort of LODing, as you can see there. There's a sort of simple level of detail, at least I can see, on those chairs. And I guess if I move in closer, yeah, they all pop in, which is okay, but not brilliant. So yeah, room for improvement, but amazing that this exists at all. That's all for now.